In this exploration, we delve into the INFJ death stare, attempting to understand the factors that contribute to its existence and the meanings it might hold. 1. Intense inner world. At the core of the INFJ personality lies a rich and intricate inner world that often manifests in their unique behaviors and expressions. The intensity of the INFJ's inner world is a defining feature that significantly influences their perspectives, actions, and, notably, their gaze. Let's unravel the layers of the first aspect that contributes to the famed INFJ death stare, the intense inner world. INFJs are natural introspectors. They dedicate a significant amount of time to reflecting on their thoughts, emotions, and the intricacies of their own psyche. This depth of introspection contributes to the intensity observed in their gaze, as their minds are often immersed in profound self-analysis. The intensity of the INFJ's inner world arises from their penchant for diving deep into ideas and concepts. Their minds are like vast oceans, exploring the profound and the abstract. This immersion in thought processes creates a constant undercurrent of intensity that is subtly reflected in their gaze. INFJs possess vivid and creative imaginations. Their inner world is not just a realm of self-reflection but a canvas where they paint intricate mental landscapes. This imaginative richness contributes to the intensity of their gaze as they navigate the imaginative realms within. The emotional landscape within an INFJ is intricate and multifaceted. They experience emotions with depth and complexity, often grappling with profound feelings. The intensity observed in their gaze may reflect the ongoing navigation of this emotional terrain, where every emotion is deeply felt and analyzed. INFJs are driven by a relentless quest for meaning in life. Their inner world is marked by a constant pursuit of understanding the deeper significance of experiences and relationships. This relentless quest for meaning adds a layer of intensity to their gaze as they engage with the world around them. In social situations, INFJs might appear to have an intense gaze as they observe and process the dynamics around them. Rather than being solely externally focused, their attention often turns inward as they analyze the nuances of social interactions, contributing to the intensity of their gaze. INFJs have a unique ability to resonate with the emotions of others. This emotional resonance adds to the intensity of their inner world, as they not only process their own feelings but also absorb and empathize with the emotional states of those around them. This empathetic intensity is often mirrored in their gaze. Many INFJs have a spiritual inclination and a sense of connection to something transcendent. This spiritual depth adds a layer of intensity to their inner world as they grapple with questions of existence, purpose, and the interconnectedness of all things. INFJs are on a perpetual journey of self-improvement. The intensity in their inner world is fueled by the desire to evolve, learn, and become better versions of themselves. This commitment to growth adds a layer of dynamism to their gaze, reflecting the constant striving for personal development. Within the depths of the INFJ's inner world, there exists a delicate balance between light and shadow, joy and sorrow, love and complexity. The interplay of these dualities contributes to the intensity observed in their gaze as they navigate the nuanced landscape of their own psyche. 2. Intuitive perception. Reading between the lines, INFJs are highly intuitive individuals who can perceive underlying emotions and unspoken truths. The intensity of their gaze might stem from their ability to read between the lines, picking up on subtleties that others might miss. This perceptive quality can make their gaze appear penetrating. 3. Emotional intensity. Emotion is the lifeblood of the INFJ, and at the core of their being lies an emotional intensity that sets them apart. This intensity is not a mere display of feelings, rather, it's a passionate undercurrent that influences their thoughts, actions, and, notably, their gaze. Let's explore the emotional depth that contributes to the famed INFJ death stare. One of the hallmarks of INFJs is their profound empathy. They not only understand but deeply feel the emotions of others. This empathetic connection contributes to the emotional intensity observed in their gaze as they share in the joys and sorrows of those around them. INFJs are driven by a strong set of values and principles. When these values are touched upon or challenged, their emotional intensity surges forth. The gaze, in such moments, becomes a reflection of the depth of their emotional investment in these core beliefs. The INFJ's emotional intensity is not limited to positive emotions. When confronted with situations that contradict their values or witness injustice, frustration and disapproval can manifest in their gaze. It becomes a silent declaration of their emotional response to perceived wrongs. In the face of challenges or adversity, the emotional intensity of an INFJ is evident. Rather than being deterred, they channel their emotions into determination and resilience. The gaze, in these moments, reflects a commitment to overcoming obstacles with unwavering resolve. The emotional intensity of an INFJ is not reserved for challenging moments, it extends to moments of joy and celebration. When immersed in positive experiences, their gaze radiates happiness, and the intensity becomes a beacon of their deeply felt and shared jubilation. The emotional intensity of an INFJ extends to their relationships. When expressing love, care, or concern, their gaze becomes a vehicle for conveying the depth of these emotions. It is a visual testament to the richness of their connections with others. The INFJ's empathetic nature contributes to an emotional intensity that goes beyond their personal experiences. Their gaze becomes a vessel for sharing the emotional burdens of others, creating a profound connection that is both felt and seen. 4. Protective boundary. Guarding inner sanctum, the INFJ death stare can also be a manifestation of their protective nature. INFJs are selective about who they allow into their inner sanctum, and the intense gaze can be a way of establishing a boundary. It serves as a signal that they are cautious and discerning in their interactions. 5. Communication without words. Nonverbal expression. INFJs, adept at nonverbal communication, might use the death stare as a means of conveying complex emotions or thoughts without uttering a word. It's a form of expression that goes beyond the limitations of language, communicating volumes through a gaze. 6. Focused determination. Pursuit of goals. When INFJs are deeply focused on pursuing their goals or addressing challenges, the death stare may emerge. It reflects their determination and commitment to overcoming obstacles. This focused gaze is a manifestation of their inner drive and resilience. 7. Heightened sensitivity. Overwhelmed by sensory input, INFJs are highly sensitive to their surroundings, and in situations where they feel overwhelmed by sensory input, the death stare might surface. It can be a way of coping with the intensity of external stimuli by creating a temporary shield. 8. Response to injustice. Defending values. The death stare can be a response to witnessing injustice or a violation of their deeply held values. In such instances, INFJs may express their inner turmoil and disapproval through the intensity of their gaze, signaling a strong stance against what they perceive as wrong. 9. Intricacies of social interaction. Navigating social dynamics. In social situations, INFJs often navigate complex dynamics. The death stare might emerge when they sense dishonesty, insincerity, or when they are trying to discern the authenticity of the people around them. It serves as a tool for navigating the intricacies of social interaction. 10. Vulnerability and defense. Protecting the inner self. At times, the death stare might be a defense mechanism, especially when an INFJ feels vulnerable or exposed. It can be a way of safeguarding the inner self and maintaining a degree of control in situations that evoke discomfort. The INFJ death stare, while intense, is a multifaceted expression that stems from the complex nature of this personality type. It can be a reflection of their inner world, a response to external stimuli, or a means of nonverbal communication. Understanding the nuances of the INFJ death stare requires recognizing the intricacies of their personality and the various factors that contribute to the intensity of their gaze.